now learning new details leading up to this week's nearly 20-hour standoff in Macomb.
38-year-old Shaking Mathis appeared in McDonough County Court today, where he was ordered to remain in jail. WGEM's Dylan Smith was in the courtroom today and has more from Macomb.
Yes, we now know the reason why police tried to conduct a search warrant in the first place. McDonough County State's Attorney Matt says it's because of an alleged sexual assault. Quicala said police only wanted to talk to Mathis initially. When they showed up, a door was cracked open and no one responded when police announced themselves. Quicala says a search warrant team was then called. They set a perimeter and made more attempts to make contact with anyone inside. As soon as police breached a door, shots flew. Quicala says the two officers struck were Macomb officers J.P. McLaughlin and Nick Sievers. The bullet that struck each of them are still inside their bodies. Throughout the night, several attempts were made by SWAT to breach and were greeted by gunfire from Mathis. Quicala says Mathis doesn't have a valid FOID card, but does have 2 prior felony convictions not local. In Macomb, I'm Dylan Smith.
Thank you, Dylan. And the suspect's attorney argued that Mathis didn't know it was police trying to breach the home. A preliminary hearing was set for September 30th. And here's more on what Mathis is facing. He's charged with 4 counts of aggravated battery to a police officer and 1 count of aggravated discharge of a firearm. The McDonough County State's Attorney's Office says more charges are pending.